Gotta get this one right. On 3, we're gonna say welcome back to Extraordinary Thoughts. Put on in mind. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to Mine.
And we back.
That'll work right there.
Yeah.
And we back. And we back. And we back. And we back. And we
Y'all did y'all best. And that's all that matters.
What's going on, everybody? It's that ordinary podcaster with the extraordinary thoughts that tells you to stop being great and be extraordinary. You know, when you think about growth, you know, you can't just talk to growth nice. You can't walk up to growth and be like, hey, do you mind, helping me grow into this situation right there? See, you got to grab growth by the neck. You got to look growth in the eyes. Sometimes you just got to look at the situation and just say, fuck you, grow. Now, speaking of that, today I got it. I got the owner, I got the CEO of the clothing brand, Fck You Grow. You know, to be honest, I ain't even about to hold you up. He's actually the same. We the same height. I thought he was taller than me in person. I ain't even about to hold you up.
Man, don't play me like that, man.
But what's going on,
we ain't
man?
short, man. We ain't no short people, though. Hold up.
You know, I got my brother in the building, Darnell Gomez, man. What's going on, man? What's going on?
What's poppin', man? I appreciate you for having me on.
Always.
You know, it's humbling. It's a blessing to pull up here, you know, have the opportunity to be a part of what you have coming up, you know, and I'm excited for it. Excited about these few topics we finna hit. And then, you know, let me know.
Now,
talk to me.
I got a question, man.
What's up?
On average, how often do you get, you look mixed?
Oh, man. The minute they see me, they're like, oh, he's black. He's black. Oh, he's black or white. He's... You know, he definitely something, you know. But really, I'm full Dominican.
Right.
And I was born in the Dominican Republic, in that one city called La Romana, and it's funny because Bad Bunny made a song out of it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So Bad Bunny and that other famous Dominican singer El Alfa, and you know a lot of people are like, oh, no, you're just trying to flex. Like, nah, bro. I was really born there.
For real?
Yeah. In this hospital called Duarte. So and you know. I was born there, and then I left there. My pops, he brought me to the DMV area when I was 10 or 11.
Right.
So, you know, I kind of grew up with my grandma in the DR, and then grew up in the DMV. Have lived in some parts of Florida. So, yeah, man, that's my origin.
You know, it's crazy that you bring up Bad Bunny because, so me and my son, we listen to trap music.
Right.
I'm talking about we listen to trap music. You feel me? And he like, Dad, play Bad Bunny. And I'm like, what? I looked in the back seat. I'm like, what? I was like, what your mama got you listening to?
Yeah, what you know about that?
I was like, what, Bad Bunny?
Right.
So we play it, and I'm like, oh, okay, we can ride to this. Okay, we can ride to this.
Like my son putting me on. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. He's like this, yeah. I'm like this, yeah. You know, and then he always got a toy. He always got a toy gun on him. You feel me? So you know, obviously he rolling with the strap, and I'm like, yo, we can't be riding like this no more, man.
Right.
We can't be having that. But about the brand, bro, what the name, man? Where you come up with the name from?
So you know, everybody got a story, right?
Right.
Everybody got a story, where they came from, and you know, the whole. You know, all I know is, you know, hustle and this, that, and third. I came from the hood type thing. I'm going to be real with you. I grew up, you know, around those areas, and I applaud a lot of those people that have because, you know, they have a choice. They either can get with it or they just have a choice to not be with it and try to do something else better for themselves, you know.
Right.
And me, in my own way and my own story, you know, even though I wasn't solely around that kind of environment, you know, I had my own traumas growing up, losing my mother at, you know, 3 years old.
My condolences.
And appreciate it, bro. And the DR, and you know, basically growing up with my grandma in the DR, you know, it wasn't the most prettiest, you know, childhood in the DR. And it's I love my grandma and all, but it's sometimes, and I hate to say this, but it's just me being real. I don't really have feelings for a lot of you know, that because it's I don't know. I don't think it was done the correct way. And it's sometimes it's who do I really blame? It's do I really blame her? Because maybe she had a rough growing up. You know, I'm not too sure. So this brand that I created, that I came up with, really has a lot of deep meaning behind it. than most people think. And it's just really about growth, coming up, from pretty much nothing, into something. That's really what it boils down to. In my own way, and how do I let people know that? Well, growth, period. And how do you grow? Well, you got physically, mentally, and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just picking things that are going to make you happy. Your happiness is everything.
Absolutely.
So I feel like the way that you do that is simply by surrounding yourself with the correct with the correct people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? With the correct people, and you attract the correct audience.
I'm a strong believer in that. And you said it before. You said, show me your friends and I'll tell you your future.
Absolutely. I'm a big Christian. I may not show it sometimes just because, period. But I'm a big Christian. The word, the Bible does say, hey, tell me who you're with and I'll tell you who you are. It's that simple.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's crazy because grew up in a single parent home. You feel me?
Right.
Mother had to work.
Right.
During the summers, me and my sister get sent to my grandmother's house. Mm-hmm. Bless her soul. But I know, and that's why when you said that, that kind of like brought back a memory for me. It's like, I know that this could have been done completely different.
Right, yeah.
I know that it had to have been another way for this. Because my grandmother done killed dreams, that attitude and stuff like that. And I know.
And you told me about this.
You feel me? Like,
yeah, the couple of things you told me about that.
Man, where I want to open up my own restaurant.
Right.
But they don't make a lot of money. I want to be a comedian, but do you want to be a joke for the rest of your life? And just like what you said, that's probably just how she was raised.
Right.
You feel me? That's just probably what she was introduced to. That's probably what she know. And a lot of times people give you experience based off of the things that they know.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, I'd like to elaborate a little bit on that, because this is something that's very common in the sense of people lacking understanding of is, things happen the way that they happen because that's how it was meant to be. We don't have control over that.
Absolutely.
It's like, all right, I need a number 3 to hit go and collect my 200, right? So I'm rolling the dice. I got an option right now. I got an option or not an option. I want the number 3 because I need to collect 200 and I'm trying to get to go, right?
Right.
But here I come, I roll the dice, boom, and I throw it and I land on a 2. Now what?
Now you done crapped out and everything.
Yeah, now I'm like, dang, this wasn't what I expected. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm blocked. Now they mentally block everything when really their dream was just one number away. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, God made everybody's life perfect, exactly how it's supposed to be, and it's we don't have control over the outcome. What we have control over is the decision. The next decision based off what happened, and really your attitude is everything on how you reacted. I tell people like, reactions build character. So if you decide to go this way, but this happened, really your attitude is how you'll be remembered for after that. Like, how are you going to bounce back from that? You know what I'm saying? You did something, you messed up. Okay, are you going to let that determine who you really are? Or are you going to get back up and keep it moving? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We don't have control over on how things happen in our life. And it's really on us because it gets to one point where we're grown enough to understand what's right and wrong. And it's really on us to be like, all right, tight, well, that's how it was. I know I don't want to be like that. It's like in the military, right? We come up, we see a leader, supposedly leader, right?
Right.
But they're just really higher than us because they've been in a little longer.
Right.
Or they got this kind of authority for whatever the reason. But what I can tell myself is, you know what? I'm going to grind. I'm going to do what this person tells me to do. But at the end of the day, when I get to that level, I know what this feels like down here. So I'm going to make sure that those that comes after me, you know what I'm saying, don't have to deal with that. And I could be a better leader. And how do I do that? Just not doing those things that simply that person did that made me feel that type of way.
It's crazy that you bring up leadership in that sense because everybody always, we always talk about, I don't want to be a bad leader. I don't want to be a bad leader.
Right.
But the crazy thing is that a good leader is always in front of you. We just don't never talk about it because we always want to talk about the bad. But you can look at a bad leader and still pull out the good qualities in what he is.
Fact.
To remember, this is what I want to do. This is what I don't want to do. So when you say, like, when I get up there, I remember this is the things that he did. I didn't like that. I ain't gonna remember these people. You know, I'm gonna remember these people. I'm gonna make sure that they come up with me. I love it. It. But the name, man, like, why you picked that? Where did that come from?
It's funny because like you
you ain't gonna see that at Target.
No,
You could. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. So at first I tried to come up with names. You know, I was overseas in Bahrain.
Right.
You know, and to be honest with you, the whole, like, I want to make a clothing brand. That already had been brainstormed, you know, probably like a year before that. I was in Bahrain for a year. I just got back in this past June.
Welcome back.
Appreciate it, bro. And, you know, I was coming up with names in my head, and then that one just like, so, you know, obviously I'm big into fitness. So constantly in the gym, I would put in my stories, like grow. So it went from grow to like fuck you grow. You know, when you feeling that pain in the gym, and you get like, and, you know, you got that, you got the, what's it? You got the pre-workout.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck it is. And you start bouncing up the walls and shit. You know what I'm saying? The pre-workout, and you just going and you feeling yourself and you lifting up this heavy weight. And I'm like, man, fuck you. Like, the pain that you feeling, it's like a good feeling because you know you're growing. So in my mind, I'm like, fuck you grow. And I started putting that in my story.
Right.
And to be honest with you, I seen that people liked it. And then people started putting it in their stories and then tagging me. I'm like, oh shit, this is it. You know what I'm saying? So at first it was grow, but I felt like grow wasn't like all that catchy to like, dang, okay. And then when you see something that says fuck you grow, you're like, hold up.
Yo, that make me want to do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that make you want
that make you like, oh shit, like, yeah, like, let's get it then, you know, type thing. Versus like grow, you know what I'm saying? Like grow, like, yeah, that's cool and all. But like when you hear the words fuck, it's so vulgar and it's so catchy, like automatically it's like you're interested.
Absolutely.
You know, you're like, oh, it's like a bad word. But really, like, what makes, in your mind, you're thinking that way, you know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like it just applies for military. It could really apply for civilians too. So I thought honestly it was perfect. So I gave it a shot. At first it was the actual curse word FUCK, and I sent it up to California to be LLC.
Right.
And they were like, no, you can't do that. You know, we're not gonna take a curse word and then just no, that's not gonna happen. I was like, okay, so I was bummed out. I was like, then I can't have FYG. You know, I can't do that. So I was like, you know what? Let me call him back. And then I was like, hey, how about if I do FCK? They're like, well, that's not a curse word. We can send it up, see what the state says. All right, tight. They send it up. 2 days later, they came back approved.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
So now I'm like, all right, tight. Now we got an LLC. FYG is legit. You know, now I got to start coming up with like little ideas for the clothes and stuff. But that's really how I came up with the name. And I kind of just based it off the gym. And again, it's because society nowadays, we're so big into the whole fitness game, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, there's got to be a way that I can get the people's attention if I would ever want to come with a clothing brand. So that was just my way of doing it since I was already kind of like a build guy. You know, I'm really big and I know I can grab people's attention of the way that I was looking because, you know, I was just grinding every day in the gym. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go this route, see what people think, and then boom. Next thing you know, Fck You Grow started reading people's stories. They was tagging me and I was just reposting. And next thing you know, I was like, you know what, I'm going to send it up to the state since I'm going to go back to Cali after this anyways. And then that's how I came up with it.
Wasn't you doing like almost at like 38 pull-ups at one point, like in the 30s?
Yeah, and boots and use. It's funny because I was doing the lat pull down in the machine that they had in Bahrain.
Right.
And I did the whole rack. And then I was like, you know what, man, I want more. And, you know, I went to another machine. I grabbed the metal piece and I put it on there and I put a 35 on there. Bruh, tell me what the fucking thing broke. So the whole point of doing that many pull-ups, the way that I did so many pull-ups is because I was training my back. I was training it heavier than my actual weight.
Right.
So if I could pull my weight 2 times, I could easily make 25, 30, 35, almost fucking 40 pull-ups, you know what I'm saying? And even more if I would have kept training like that. But it's just like I was training my back heavier than my own weight. So when you do that, you're going to be strong as mother. Your back is going to be strong as shit.
Right.
So that's how I was able to aim in boots and utes or whatever, dog.
Dog, I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that video and I was just like this.
And it wasn't no regular one. It was Marine Corps pull-ups.
Yo.
Up and down.
oh man, this ain't right. This ain't right. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no, this ain't gonna work. Oh no, this ain't gonna work out. No, this ain't gonna work out.
Yeah, man.
And meanwhile, I'm over here yelling at the verifier like this, like, no, man, that was it.
Yeah.
I did go all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But you know, when I hear it, you feel me? When I hear the brand, when I hear it, you know, like, you know who is it? JT? Is it JT Fletcher?
CT Fletcher.
CT Fletcher?
Yeah, it's funny. I met him, and he even signed a shirt, and I was mad as hell, man, because I watched that shirt one time. It just stank so bad. And then I was mad because the signature went away.
What?
Yeah, but go ahead, CT
bro,
Fletcher.
But like, that's what I think of, bro.
Yeah.
Like the way that he talks about it and everything like that. Like, when you hear that, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't just go, like you said, it doesn't just go into the whole idea of fitness. It goes into the whole idea of life.
Life, period, bro.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, growth is you as a person.
One of my sweaters says, growth, big bold letters and under it in parentheses, contagious as fuck.
Oh, man, it has to be. It has to be.
Right.
Because think about it. Like, you around somebody, right? And you growing. If I'm growing, you gotta grow.
Automatically.
Because if you can't grow with me, then you about to leave.
Automatically.
You know?
And you ain't even got to be rude about it.
You feel me?
You ain't even got to be rude. You just like, you know, at the end of the day, you can kill people with kindness, but it's like, you don't even got to tell them nothing because they going to start doing it themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like this, like, think about it like this. You see somebody on the side of the road, right?
Right.
They ran out of gas.
Right.
Now they're waving at people to stop in the highway. They waving at people to stop, right? And they want that person. They want people to come and help them to get to the gas station because they ran out of gas. But if you see me pushing my own car to the gas station, it's more likely that people going to actually stop and help me get to the gas station.
I like that one.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that simple, bro. So if you don't see me working, like I can talk all day. I can do this, that, and the third. And that's one thing about my brand too. It's like I know I gotta hold myself accountable. I'm gonna tell you something, dog. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm an ASVAB waiver. I had to grind to get a spot in the Marine Corps. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, let me go take this test. Hey, dog, this is what I scored. All right, tight. What are my job options? Oh, this is what you could do because you ain't scored that high. Wait, hold up. You know, I ain't even pass. I couldn't even get infantry. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't, and no harm for the infantry people. You know what I'm saying? I was in the infantry unit.
Right.
3-1 all day, baby. Boss of the Corps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I didn't make it. I failed the ASVAB literally 3 times. The only reason I went to school to play basketball and flirt with women.
For real?
That's it. And to probably get a C minimum because if not, I was going to get my ass whooped. I got my ass whooped regardless of my dad. But I didn't like school, man. And let me tell you why I didn't like school. And I still don't to this point. And even now, like I try to educate myself and I do. You know, I read books here and there whenever I get a chance. Something that I'm interested on. You know, I read up on it. But school doesn't prepare us. School is a system. School is a system that prepares you to be in debt and struggle because most successful people, they're school dropouts. They figure it out. They're like, yo, this is not the way it's supposed to be. I'm going to do something because I'm passionate about it and I know that's how I'm going to be living. And if I die trying.
Absolutely.
That's how I see it, bro. So,
bro, honestly, I feel like you just broke down the entire word of what growth is.
Exactly.
You feel me? Just from the moment that you said, I can be flagging you down on the side of the freeway. Hey, I got to get some gas.
Yeah.
But when you see him pushing his car, you feel me? You see him pushing it.
Yeah, you see that I'm fucking pulling my own weight.
You feel me?
It's a whole different ballgame because then you're like, damn, hold up. Yo, you need help, dog?
You feel me?
Exactly.
When you see, like, when you face some form of adversity, and I'm a strong believer that I feel like a lot of times we don't grow as people.
Right.
We don't grow towards our dreams. Our passions, shit, that don't grow because we face so much adversity.
Right.
And just hearing
and we let that define us.
Always.
All the time.
Then we blame shit like our environments, our upbringing, the people around us.
It's like the other metaphor I was explaining to you the other day when we had that first meeting with Koke and the whole team. You know, it's like put somebody in the dark room, right? And then you have a random light that's probably a couple 100 yards down, right? They see this light. And they want to get to the light because they want to see what it is. They want to see what's that over there. But everything else is dark, right? You can't see that's pitch black.
Right.
But this person going to go straight to the light because they're like, dang, that's where I want to go. That's what makes me happy right now because I want to know what's over there, right?
Right.
But then you turn that light on and you see all these people looking at them. They're like, yo, what's up? Why you looking at me like that? They give them a face, they're me mugging them or whatever, and they start getting distracted. They start getting distracted, you know what I'm saying? And then along the way, somebody might tell them something like, yo, what's up? What you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is an example of the things that get in the way of people.
Dog, like when you really break it down like that, that is it. You feel me? Like, the dark room, that's it in your mind right then and there. You thinking about it, you generating the idea.
Right.
Then when the lights come on and you see everybody that's looking at you, people that's talking to you, pulling you off to the side, distracting you from your goal.
Right.
That's putting it out there on social media. That's actually getting it branded. That's actually selling the merchandise. That's actually pushing your material. That's actually doing it. People gonna have their opinions. People ain't gonna believe in you the way they do.
And you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Me, like this brand, bro.
Pause. You the smoothest dude I know right now.
What's up?
Look at you. You're chilling. Like,
bro, come on, bro.
Man.
I might need some more juice.
You the smoothest dude I know.
Bro, listen, bro. Now I appreciate you, bro. But listen, I don't have a brand to make money.
Right.
I have a brand to uplift people.
Oh, I love it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the money. To be honest with you, some people are like, oh, dang, I wonder if he's even making money. To be honest with you, I was making a little money when it first came out because I was advertising it every day. I was in the gym every day, and everybody's so big on the gym. Everybody want to be so big and buff and this and that and shredded. But, like, are you good mentally and spiritually? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's good. That's good. That's good for you. You look good. Okay, but are you good? Are you good financially? Who are your friends? You know what I'm saying? So the whole point of FYG is like growth in all aspects of life, period. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. It's not hard. It just takes discipline, bro. And again, it keeps me on my toes.
Absolutely.
It keeps me on my toes. It's like, dog, like, OG, you're not walking that, you know what I'm saying? You're not walking that talk, dog. But I want to know one person in this world that knows me up to this point and tell me if I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do, I'm going to take that. And I'm going to be like, you know what, bro? You right. That is true. So now I got to correct myself. Because I'm okay with that. You know why? Because I understand I'm a human. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize. Like, yo, you human. You going to fuck up. You're not perfect. It's not like one day you're going to get up and do everything exactly right. And then the people that see that, they're going to see, they be like, yeah, that's what's up, man. I want to be just like that. Nah, man, you wrong. You got to accept that we're humans first. And we're going to jack up regardless, bro.
Bro, I feel like that's one thing. Like, you know what's so crazy about humanity is that we strive for perfection. But that ain't even in the contract.
Nope.
That was never in the contract. Humans ain't gonna never be perfect, no matter how hard you try.
Facts.
We supposed to make mistakes. That's what trial and error is. That's our existence, trial and error.
How can a baby learn how to walk if he can't fall?
I was wondering when we was gonna bring that one up.
How can a baby get up and walk if he don't fall?
Bro, I feel like that's the biggest teacher of what growth is right there.
Absolutely.
You see a child learning to walk, they fall, I'm telling you, about 20
multiple
times a day.
And that baby ain't concerned about who looking.
You feel me?
That baby's like, yo, I got to be able to do this real quick. And then we good. That baby don't know what's going on. And in his brain, he's just like, damn, I just got to get up. I just fell. I got to get back up.
And then they applaud themselves about how far they have came.
Yeah, you know what? You know how they do that? They smile. Once they get a little further, they smile. They be like, yeah, I did it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't concerned about who was looking.
You feel me?
It's that, man, I'm telling you, man, it's so much deeper that we just get so sidetracked by all these worldly things that are going on, you know. And speaking about worldly things, man.
Man, speaking of worldly things, so you were starting in the Marine Corps.
I am.
All right, how long have you been in?
April will be 9 years.
9 years, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yo,
9 years.
I feel like, honestly, man, I'm aging in dog years. You feel me?
Who you telling?
Dog, man.
Bro, I'm 27. I feel like I'm a 35-year-old man.
Bro, I looked at them. Like, have you seen, like, did you do the decade challenge where you put a picture of yourself from the beginning of the decade?
I never did it, but I've seen plenty of it on the gram, yeah.
I saw the picture of me in boot camp, and then I saw the picture of me now.
Oh, man.
Like, what happened to me?
Yeah.
All the hope, all the dreams.
Yeah.
Like, the light in my eyes gone. I'm talking about, like, nothing but alcohol, cigarettes, depression just kicked all up.
And that's the stuff that people don't see, man. Mm-hmm. That's the stuff that people don't see that we deal with. We just don't talk about it.
You know, and speaking of just like talking about it, like I want to applaud you for the video that you have put up. You know, like given the whole situation, you know, obviously neither one of us a politician.
Right.
But it's hard to not talk about it when it's constantly just being like force fed down your throat. Like I can't even turn my phone on right now without seeing something World War III related.
Right. Everywhere. Any social media, everybody's talking about it. Everybody.
I had to call my family and friends, and I was like, "This, yo, look, stop asking me about that." All right, I don't even know if y'all know what my MOS is, but let me explain something to you. If this was a video game, I'm an NPC, non-playable character. You wouldn't be like you wouldn't be able to select my character and play.
Right.
I'm the character in the game where like you would see him. Oh, let me go pick up my equipment. I'm the inventory man. I'm this. I'm that. Like I don't sit at the Pentagon. I ain't sitting there talking to them. I don't know these things.
Right.
In fact, you probably know more than me.
Right.
So when I saw your video, it really it touched the point because you've deployed. I've deployed.
Right.
You came in the same time that I did.
Right.
The people that led us, the people that came back, they were already back and forth with the deployments.
Yep.
So we got a chance to see the worst outcome of what it could be.
Right, exactly.
Not the idea of winning, what it does to the person. Mm-hmm. You know, so it was real crazy because, I mean, shit, I don't watch my damn kids be born through a phone on a deployment. Mm. I've had to make funeral arrangements through a phone.
And that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, it's a lot deeper than people think, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like, and again, like I told you before, man, I'm not ignorant to the point that some of the stuff is funny. Some of the stuff is hilarious. But it's like, to me personally, it's like I started seeing it so, like, more and more and more and more and more, and I just got so fed up with it. And I'm like, yo, like, are we for real? Like, I don't think people see, like, what's really going on.
Absolutely.
Like, they don't know what people really suffer behind the scenes. Like, and then one of my homies, like I told you, man, he put a comment on there like, yo, G, you got to live a little. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you're right. I get it. But, dog, like, you know where we come from. Like, at least if we're going to make those jokes, let's do it internally. Absolutely. The world doesn't need to know about what we go through.
Right.
And does it sound a little ignorant? Does it sound a little hypocritical? In a way, it does. But it's just the reality of it. Some of the stuff is funny.
It is. But
at the end of the day, it's like a big mask. You know, and it doesn't matter when a service member dies. It's like it doesn't matter. Oh, no, they had the option. No, we don't have the option to die. Mm-hmm. You know, we don't choose. We don't choose to die.
Right.
That's basically what I'm getting out of that. Like, oh no, they had an option. They had an option. They had a choice to make. No, my nigga, you can walk right outside right now and get hit by a bus. Did you make that choice? Oh, I guess you signed up for life, huh? I guess you signed up to be born because you're going to die eventually too. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So it really irks me the fact that people are just so, like, it's an embarrassment. It really is an embarrassment. Let me tell you why it's an embarrassment. Because put yourself in the position of a Iranian civilian, an Iraqi civilian, an Afghani civilian. Imagine you getting bombed. Now all of a sudden America is getting bombed. I wonder if all them jokes going to be floating around. Oh, hey, Trump, why we getting bombed? Hey, where's the military at? Oh, now you want military, right? Oh, now you want Marines, right? The first in line, right? Because that's what they do. But we fuck shit up. Right. And we going to fuck that country up regardless. But imagine those people over there. And you know why I can speak on that? Because I've seen the humbleness in those people. I lived in Bahrain for a year. I was in the AOR. AOR stands for Area Responsibility. I worked for the general and that was in charge there. I was a driver. And I seen what he does. And I seen the people. The people are way too humble. And America's so brainwashed. The minute that we see their clothes, they're like, oh, terrorists. So brainwashed. And I was over there, man. And I could tell you, man, some stuff that had happened to me that I could speak and I could testify, you know. And it blows my mind that we're so, you know, like I said, bro, it's just an embarrassment, bro, because they don't see. And again, I don't expect them to understand all the way, but I don't think it's a joke, man. No, I don't think it's a joke.
I don't, and I always look at it in my first deployment. We go out there, and I remember, like, I found out I'm going to Leatherneck. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh,
what's Leatherneck?
Leatherneck is it'll be like camp. They used to call it Camp Pendleton
in Afghanistan.
Ford. You feel me?
Right.
And you know, obviously, you know, we did the fob hopping and everything of Dwyer, Shagazi, and everything of that nature. But Leatherneck is the main base.
Right.
On Leatherneck, you've been on Lejeune, yeah?
Of course.
And then you've been over like Geiger and New River, yeah?
Of course.
So you know how New River and Geiger are kind of set up,
right?
That's where Geiger would be Bastion, and then New River would be like a part of Leatherneck in a sense.
Okay.
So we get out there. I had just picked up Corporal. We get out there. On the way out there, that's when we find out Leatherneck got hit in 2012. Everything that I thought about my wife at the time just was pregnant with my first child. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck? That base ain't supposed to get hit. This in the wire. What are you talking about? Prior to that, my brother is actually out there.
Right.
So I get out there, I sit down with him. You see what I'm saying? After everybody like explain the whole situation, everything dies down. I sit down with him.
Right.
And he tells me, dog, like this shit is real. Because he was on Bastion because they came through the flight line. And like you can Google and look it up and everything like that. How many people died? 2 Marines was killed. They repressed the enemy and got them out of there. But he said the shit that they talk about. He say like some people are about exactly what they talk about, and they help get that situation back. But then he also talked about the ones who were all gung ho. And that's why that's one thing I can't stand is somebody that's never been in that situation before, that's never had to live that situation before, that's never felt it or had their family feel it. You talking about it, but when it actually happens, you sit behind a quad con crying. And that's what happened. You over here saying that you're going to lead Marines. You over here saying that you're going to push and suppress the enemy. But when it finally happened, here you is crying, trying to hide, moving your lance corporals out the way. He told me that, and it broke my heart. And it was in that moment right there I told myself, regardless of the situation, I'll never be that. So that's why I always looked at it. And I remember I had said it. I was like, some of y'all just need to have a whole slice of transparency pie. Mm-hmm. You want to show up out here, but I can't even get you to show up on time to work. You want to take it to the enemy, but you a whole tan belt and you can't even take the burpees that we're giving you. You talking about that you about to dang on suppress, but you done unked on the range. I make it make sense. Help me make it make sense. You feel me? Like
trust me, I'm on board.
You know, and I looked at it in that sense, and so while everything was going on and stuff like that, obviously, I'm never going to be able to give my political opinion towards the situation.
Right.
But I will look at it in that idea because I do, and it feels like we're about to go right back into growth again because of the situation of, when we first came in, that's what you was force fed. Yeah, you want to take it to them. You want to go over there. I can't wait to deploy. All of that. But then you grow. You grow as a leader. You grow as a man. We grow as husbands. We grow as we grow. And then you start to realize, like, damn, is this really what you want to go do? Yeah, I'm gonna do the job, but I might end up burying him.
Right.
Yeah, we laughing now, but he might not even be coming back on the plane. He might be up under the plane. Mm-hmm. Hell, I'm talking all of this, but shit, I might not come back as whole. Like when it came out, like just a side joke about it. I was like this. Well, so much for being a motivational speaker.
Shit.
You see what I'm saying? And we don't realize that because we have been just so in touch with the whole idea of what peace is.
Right.
And you have just gotten so accustomed to it that now here this is, now your life about to get flipped, turned upside down. And to be honest, we don't even know. Like, this is the media.
That's why I say, man, like, it's like we get so blinded by this media thing, bro. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy, man. It really is. But like I said, man, let America start getting bombed left and right. I just, and I hate to say it, but it's the reality. Like, let America just start getting bombed left and right.
Right.
What's going to happen then?
Now we all about to go to war. You know what it is that, no. It's not even going to be, obviously we are understanding. Military personnel are going to understand what's the next course of action. But everybody's going to come in and be like this, we need to do this. We need to do that. Yeah. I'm sorry, all this we stuff. I didn't know what unit you in. Well, what's this? Why we so? I didn't know that we spoke French here. Mm-hmm. What's this we shit? Mm-hmm. We are the ones that are about to go do it. That's what you need to understand. That's the we, not you. We. And that's why, like, I felt your message and everything like that. But hey, we down here right now. Let's bring it back up. Let's bring it back up.
We was a little deep.
We got a little deep, man. Like, but we down here. Let's bring it right back up.
That's what it is, man, and that's what we live in today, man. It's 2020. Everybody's like this. Everybody's like this. You know what I'm saying? It's 2020, bro. Everybody's like this. With their damn phone in their hand, they looking down. Boom, they get distracted. That's it.
I was just talking. We was just at the offices talking, and I was like, are we just like not speaking to each other no more? Like is that like an awkward thing? Like we just don't know how to talk to other people no more? Like, I don't know how to interact with people because I'm constantly on my phone. I'm constantly separated away from everybody.
Yeah.
Like, how do I step out of my comfort zone and actually speak to people, which used to be the norm?
Right.
You know, so that's the crazy part that I've been living in right now. Like, I don't know if you've experienced it yet. Like, where like people like it's just like, yo, like you got to talk,
bro. Telling you, like, I even catch myself sometimes. Like, even on the last video, I said it, like, bro, when I'm not working, when I'm not doing anything, like, I'm gonna be on my phone, like, because that's like where everybody's at right now,
right?
Because it's not like everybody's into this system. That's really what it is. It's a system now. Everybody's right here. And this is where you can see everything, you know. It's not no more like, yo, you know what I'm saying, like that. It's like, that's just what it is. You know, and it's sad, but it's just the reality of it. Like,
yeah, you know, and I always tell people, because you always like hear like the older generation say that in the sense of like, well, back in my day, back in my, you know,
right.
You know, we used to have to talk to each other. Yeah, I get it, but we hadn't even made any bounds really in any real bounds in technology. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's so much that can be done here. But let's not forget, like we are social creatures. We have to interact with each other. Mm-hmm. You know how many times I encounter a Marine, I'm just like this. You know, look, man, like I know this is probably like your first time ever in front of a real live person, but you can speak. Speaking of which, hey, how many times has anybody ever came up to you and just was like, you know, like they follow you on Instagram, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But then like they see you in person, they just do this.
Yeah, especially at the club.
For real?
It's happened, dog. And I'm like, bro, I don't know who the fuck this is. And then they tell me like minutes later, like, hey man, I follow you on Instagram. Like, bro, just say what's up, bro. Like, don't just stand there stare at me. It's happened before.
I'm at the barbershop.
In the bases too. In the bases, I mean, you gotta think about it.
Yeah.
A lot of our followers, and you know, they're usually like, you know, military. Someone is like, hey man, you know, or in the gym. The gym one is like the biggest one.
For real?
Yeah. But, you know, what was you gonna say,
bro? I mean, well, you a lot more peaceful with it about me, because I'm like, when it happens, and I'm once again, I'm still just getting used to it,
right?
But I'll be like at a barbershop or something of that nature, and I'll be sitting there, and then like I'll see somebody look at me, and then I'll look over, and then they'll look away, and then I'm like, okay, that was weird. Then I feel them looking at me again. I look over, and then look away. I look over, I'm like, hey man, hey, do I fucking owe you something? Do you know me?
Nah, you gotta be more. You gotta be a little more chill with that one, bro. You got to, because then that's the last memory they'll have of you. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, nah, not him, not him.
And then they say like, I follow you on Instagram. I'm like, dog, say that. All right, I don't know if you like. I got a whole warrant out. I might have a whole warrant out for my arrest. I don't know what you like. I didn't know what you was about. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, don't be just staring at me like that, man.
I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, you just gotta remember, like, you know, especially when you surround with people of the following, mm-hmm. You know, they gonna see you. They gonna see, oh damn, this cat, he was such and such. Yeah, and they gonna say what's up to you or whatever. Another thing is like they'll meet you in person. They're like, bro, you are nothing like what you seem like on social media, mm-hmm. You know? And I'm like, bro, what do you mean? Like, it's like, you're a lot more chill than I thought. Mm-hmm. Cause you know, me personally, like, I know, like, I'm light skinned, you know, I know that I attract easily. I know that I'm not stupid. And, you know, I come off like I'm too into myself. I'm really not, bro. Like, I'm a regular person.
Right.
I'm in the military. I go to work. I'm doing what I love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm passionate about it. I like looking good, so why not? Why wouldn't I want to look good? But then when they meet me, they see the real me. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks, like, my social media sometimes portrays like another person to some people, but I'm gonna be real. I ain't shit. And I never will be. And I never will be. You know what I'm saying? I never will be shit, my nigga. Like, I really am not. Like, you can come up to me, like, I give you some advice. You know, based on what I know. It's like in the gym.
Yeah.
You know, like right now I'm skinny because I went through the DI school, you know, and I lost a lot of weight, whatever. I'm about to start my first cycle, so I'm gonna lose even more weight. But like, for example, when I was like really heavy in the gym, they'll hit me up like, yo, what do you do? Like, what's your meal plan? Like, and I'm like, listen, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not a personal trainer. Mm-hmm. I'm not certified in anything besides the Marine Corps, like FFI, but that's still, I don't consider that to be anything. But this is what I do. This is what I recommend you to do. I'm not telling, you know, this is me being completely transparent.
I appreciate the transparency because
Yeah,
you see like a lot of people capitalize on that when they don't have the credentials, have the credentials to back it up.
Yeah, there's people that even offer me money like, yo, I need you to give me exactly how you looking. Like, bro, like what I've done might not work for you. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to take your money like that. I'm not here for that.
Right.
If anything, I'm here to motivate you to take your ass to the gym every day.
Absolutely.
Because like they say, you know, well, I'm a firm believer in perfect practice makes perfect because you can lift for 105 pounds, but are you doing it correctly? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I would constantly post myself doing it correctly and doing it right and try to eat the things that I know that will help me. You know, because do I have genetics of good shaping in my muscles and stuff? Absolutely. I know I have that advantage. Some people don't have that. But I guarantee you, if you grind daily, like you're going to get results. Mm-hmm. You know, if you do math every day, you're going to be a beast at math.
Absolutely.
It's that simple. If you write every day, you're going to learn how to write extremely good. You're going to learn punctuation. You're going to learn everything.
Absolutely.
Because you practice that every day. It's that simple. So I literally just, exactly.
No, like no matter
where we go, it's all about growth. Growth that's what it is, bro. Everything is growth. Everything we do is growth because that's what we want to do every day. We want to how do we make more money? How do I get smarter? How do I have better this? How do I have a better house? How do I have a better girl? How do I, you know what I'm saying? Everything is about being better and growing. Period.
Absolutely. Like no matter like god damn, man. Like damn.
So that's why FYG is it's a lot deeper than just like, oh, physical fitness and like looking good and like, oh, that's a tight brain, you know. And I think another thing is like simplicity. Like, it's that simple. Look at the brand. Like, this is really simple. It's really nothing. I don't have nothing too crazy or special, but it's just like the message. You know what I'm saying? It's just simply few relate.
I like that.
Few relate.
I like that.
That's the slogan. Few relate. You know, and that one I came up with it on the spot. Once I dropped like the first piece, I was like, you know what? Only people going, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The few relate thing came with the Marine Corps slogan in a sense, because you know the few, the proud, the Marines. But that's where really it came from, right? Because I was trying to really come up with a slogan, and I'm like, bro, like, fuck you, grow. Okay, now what? Grow every day? No, that's whack. It just, I know I kept brainstorming different ones, and I was like, hold up, few relate. That's simple. Like, only few relate to this growing shit,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because only some people will have the discipline. Mm-hmm. You know, success to me is a mindset, bro. In order to be successful, you need to have the successful mindset. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. And how do you have that? By instilling your discipline to do that. Point blank period.
Man, I couldn't agree more. Now, speaking of instilling and growth as a whole, you got any upcoming projects? Cause then you dropped the January piece.
Yes, which is this. This is the, you know, because hey man, I'm gonna lie, I go a lot. Sometimes I really just go off from what my story does on my Instagram. So I'll post something and people started doing this. What day is it? And it's catchy. And it's funny. Some people will clown me. They'll be like, dog, it's Wednesday. Stop asking every day what day it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you know, this is catchy. So I kind of had the few relate font on there and then just kind of like did a little different font with the day thing. And I feel like it's just catchy because, you know, what day is it? Like, it kind of like, all right, what day is it? Like, meaning the gym, right? Mm-hmm. You know, and pretty much to take the ass to the gym. Oh. But I don't have like no crazy project for like the brand or anything. The only reason is because right now I'm a drill instructor and I'm a brand new drill instructor. So my goal right now is to learn the job to the best of my ability. And this is the one thing I wanted to do in the Marine Corps. I don't necessarily care about being no first sergeant or sergeant major or master guns. I really don't care about any of that. And why? Because I'm doing the ultimate thing that I want to do in the Marine Corps. So now I want to do it to the best of my ability. You know, and how am I going to do that? By solely focusing on this.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I still got my brand here and there. You know, I like to connect with my people and the other things that we got going on. But this is my main focus. You know what I'm saying? And right now, that's pretty much it, man. I do have some things I want to do in the future. But as of right now, just this is my main focus. So I want to get nice, you know, get my feet nice and wet in it. Learn the game. And then, you know, build the future of the Marine Corps, man, because that's what I'm passionate about. I'm about building and turning, you know, civilians into successful young men through the Marine Corps. you know, because I feel like the Marine Corps has given me life, so now it's time to give back. You know what I mean? And hence the Marine Corps with, you know, the best quality, you know, and I feel like I can produce that if I really focus myself into this and really engage into what it is all about. And that's pretty much it, man. So that's it.
And he can play the piano.
I can play the piano. Come on, man. Yeah, I can play the piano. I love making music. I grew up in church playing, you know. So I play percussion, drums, the piano, of course. But yeah, man, I got a little different couple hobbies, but
Jack of trades, jack of all trades,
something like that.
Tab art. And just like that, another extraordinary thought left this ordinary mind. I hope you enjoyed this episode half as much as I enjoyed making it. Hey, but where can they find? Where can they find you at though?
Come on, man. The gram, of course.
What's your IG again?
EST period. NINETWO. So EST is just established, not 92. You know, 92 EST.92. That's pretty much it. All written out. That's where you can find me at.
And don't forget to pay attention to the show notes. You already know I put all that information in there. Stay hungry. Stay motivated. I'm out.
Just like that.
Boy.